It can be good to be confident. Why are we resistant to the idea we might not be good at something? Whether it be personal or professional life, confidence is a must. It's a major part of personal development. A strong sense of confidence is healthy and seen in a positive light, as it can be helpful to reach person's goals and success. But overconfidence can be problematic. Overconfidence is an excessive reliance on personal judgment while overlooking realistic aspects. It can have detrimental effects, such as loss of self awareness, interpersonal friction, lack of perspective and empathy, repetition of mistakes leading to frustration and stress. It may also lead to death if overconfidence has caused a lack of preparation or improper training. Hi, I'm Tina Santoro, the author of the Yonan Bo Saga fantasy series that blends mythology, world building, and epic storytelling. Today, we'll continue to explore one of the key characters within the world. Join me as I provide a deep look in the backstory of Rainin Shi, a healer in training and the daughter of the head ruler Robu. I'll reveal insights into her birth symbol and life lessons and share events that happen within the book. But first, let's start with the inspiration for the character. Rainin Shi is one of the characters that I imagine at the first start. First came Yonan Bo, which I'll share the details of in another video. But beside Yonan Bo was Kinolo and Rainin Shi. I quickly notated the names and purchased a notebook and wrote down the details of their lives and that of the great city. The initial concept: a healer in training, only daughter left to Robu, still in her studies to become a healer. In fact, the best healer ever, due to the tragedy that struck down the head healer family. She and her brother Yonan Shi are the only two survivors of the Shi sickness. I then needed a birth symbol and that could explain her character, providing Rainin Shi with motivations that drive her. Patnia tree. Overall, Patnia tree individuals are empathetic and drawn to the mysteries of the universe. They are resourceful and have good memories, making them excellent healers. However, they can be moody and difficult to get along with. They also tend to not forgive and forget. Rainin Shi's life lessons: truth, acceptance, understand. Also, know when it is wise to own up to matters you created. Lessons: disgrace, shame, and confidence. Never become overconfident. Follow instructions. Pitfall: pride and envy. But pride. She must not let her pride stand in the way. Best to be cautious than right. Rainin Shi was born into the ruler line of Robu, her father being a head ruler who became the ruler after Bello. When she was very little, she would have childhood dreams of being a great healer and her father calling upon her for her skills. A significant and tragic event in her young life was the death of her entire family from something called the Shi, except for her brother Yonan Shi. She was just a little helpless girl when she watched them die before her. After the death of her family, Rainin Shi and her brother Yonan Shi were taken in by Peristyle. They were still very young at the time. Peristyle became their caretaker and adopted them, giving them the last name of Shi. Peristyle went against tradition and chose this name so they would remember what happened and use it to motivate them to learn and to become great. Standardly, the healers are given a second name that has something to do with what their mother's father does for their life job. Example, Rosella High, given her last name because her mother's father was a wall worker, maintaining the upper or high walls. The healers are the only ones within the great city to have two names. She resides within the healer apartment under Peristyle's care. Inspired by the loss of her family, Rainin Shi vowed to herself that she would grow to be the best healer ever. She committed to her studies so that no one else would die underneath her care. She began her healer training in the great city. She was described as one of the brightest students amongst the healers in training and was expected to become a very skilled healer. During her training, she, along with Yonan Bo, are shown special treatments and given special lessons outside of class by Kaimiri. Her childhood ended in tragedy, watching her family succumb to the mysterious Shi. From that moment, Rainin Shi vowed to become the best healer, dedicating to saving lives. But her journey takes her far beyond the great city lessons into the world of ancient secrets, powerful visions, and dangerous truths. She learns lessons, new ways of healing, and confronts the mysterious prophecy. She must also grapple with the knowledge of the special seer mixture, the very substance that takes Yonan Bo into the world of the seer. Rainin Shi's journey in Book 1 is a transformative experience that takes her far beyond the confines of her training in the great city. As a healer in training, living in the healer apartments in the great city, she is chosen by the head ruler to go on a journey outside of the walls with Yonan Bo, Kino Lo, along with two guards, Reno and Taiwer. She was initially jealous, wishing she could have gone out with her brother, Yonan Shi's group that traveled south. Early in the journey, she sustains an ankle injury that Yonan Bo helps treat, leading her to appreciate his caring nature. They encounter the Watcher people in the mountains who take them in, where she explores the surrounding environment, observing strange phenomena like black rock and unusual trees, and visits a peaceful cove. She seizes this opportunity to learn from Targnis, the Watcher People's healer. She notes Targnis possesses knowledge her people in the great city lack and have determined that the learning that she can possess from Targnis will help her on her journey to become the best healer ever. A vow she has made after her family died from the Shi. She is known to the Watcher people and learning their history and prophecies depicted in the cave drawings. She learns about their gods, rulers like Babette and Nauvoo, and cosmic events that the moon covering the sun. She hears about the prophecy of the Moon Bow Warrior and signs associated with it. She becomes deeply involved in the mysteries surrounding Yonan Bo's condition, learning about the seer, their visions, and the special mixtures that induce them. She witnesses Yonan Bo's visions and helps care for him during and after them. She interacts with the girls of their camp, often facing rudeness and jealousy, particularly from Shu. Despite this, she learns from them, such as gathering ingredients for the ointments. She also develops a connection with Nakora, one of the men, finding comfort and a different kind from the relationship than what she expected. Rainin Shi left the great city on a mission to become the best healer, a vow forged in the tragedy of the Shi. Her journey in Book 1, when the walls crumbled down, immersed her in the ancient world of the Watcher people, revealing the mystery of the seer and tantalizing prophecy. But in book two, The Dreamer, the shadow deepens. She uncovers a chilling cost of survival and the manipulative secrets woven into sacred rituals. After witnessing a terrifying prophecy unfold before her eyes and narrowly escaping a shocking fate in the village of Avalazon, she returns forever changed. The fate of her people may now depend on the dangerous truths Rain she brought back from the mountain. The journey continues, and so does her care for Yonan Bo as he recovers and experiences more frequent seer vision. She takes on the task of understanding and managing his symptoms after the visions. She develops a meaningful connection with Nakora, which further complicates her feelings about returning home and her future role. This adventure takes a dark turn when the group visits the village Avalazon. After being shown around and participating in what seems like a ceremony, Rain Shi discovers the horrifying truth about their gods and a hidden agenda. Rain Shi's journey in The Dreamer transforms her from a diligent student into someone deeply affected by manipulation and violence, forcing her to make difficult choices about her loyalty, her future, and her identity as a healer. She must confront her connecting desires, her vow to be the best healer in the great city, and care for Yanabo as the Moonbow warrior, and her growing love for Nakora. The mysteries of the seer and ancient prophecies hold secrets that could unravel their world, and to unlock them, Yonan Bo must venture deeper into a vision than ever before. The key lies with Rainin Shi, the only one who knows how to craft the potential dangerous seer test mixture required, as she prepares the path into a seer's past. Rainin Shi must confront the echoes of her own trauma and the childhood revelations that threaten everything she knows. She plays a critical role in facilitating Yonan Bo's deep vision quest while navigating the complexities of their own return to the great city and her own conflicting desires. Yonan Bo awakens from a vision, and Rain Shi is immediately identified as the person he needs to help him go back into a deeper vision. Her most significant role in this book is being the one who knows how to make the powerful seer test mixture required for Yonan Bo's extended vision journey. She has the recipe recorded in her journal and is actively involved in gathering the necessary ingredients and preparing the complex mixture, noting there are many steps involved. She continues to provide dedicated care and support for Yonan Bo during his deep vision state. She applies ointments when needed and tries different teas for his discomfort, demonstrating the healing skills she has honed. Rain Shi shows continued engagement with the mysteries of their world by taking notes during Bilyu's deep stone reading for Yonan Bo, recognizing the importance for his journey. She also shares her knowledge of the Yonan Bo warrior prophecy with Sunanshi and Kaimi Ri, reading from her journal, which contains notes from the timeline and the Watcher people. Here, I'll take a moment to look at her relationships with other key characters and reveal some hidden meanings. Nakora. Nakora means several things to Rain Shi, representing a significant relationship and a turning point in her journey. Rain Shi first interacts with Nora in a time of need, requiring his help to care for Yonan Bo. She recognizes that he saved them. He and his people provide refuge and assistance. Initially, Rain Shi knows of Nakora through Kinolo and Yonan Bo, hearing Kinolo praise him. Yonan Bo encourages her to get to know him better. As she does, She finds she enjoys spending time with him and his boys. She notes his physical attractiveness, his blue eyes that sparkled, and he's very handsome. His laughter, and is she is physically affected by his closeness. The relationship deepens significantly. Her love for Ngora creates a profound conflict with her long held vow to become the best healer in the great city and her commitment to caring for Yanabo as the Moonbow warrior. She feels deeply conflicted because of these competing desires. Despite her own vow and her ties to the great city, she may have intentions to leave the great city and return to the Watcher people to be with Nagora. But what would happen to Yanabo if she does? Targnis. Rainin Shi learns valuable healing techniques and knowledge from Targnis. However, her relationship with Targnis is complex. She initially feels bewildered and acts like one of Targnis's girls, but later feels betrayed and used by Targnis as motives of seeking new blood for her people. Their initial interactions begin when Targnis is called upon to heal Yanabo after his injury. Targnis takes charge and is initially dismissive of Rainin Shi's attempts at healing, pointing out that the poultice that Rainin Shi had made for Yanabo's ankle was not right at all. It caused redness and swelling. This criticism makes Rainin Shi feel as she did during her childhood when learning healing from Kaini Ri. Despite this, Rainin Shi is impressed by Targnis's knowledge and believes Targnis knows more about healing than even Kaini Ri. She decides that to work to become the best healer in the great city, she needs to learn from Targnis. She works alongside Targnis, doing her best to make mental notes and does everything that Targnis does. At times, seems slightly irritated by Rainin Shi's questions and interruptions. A significant turn occurs when Rainin Shi learns that Targnis's primary motives of helping them to acquire new blood for her people who are struggling with survival. She decides she will leave Targnis with no way for her new blood. Shu. Shu was one of Targnis's daughters and is described as being constantly cold, harsh, mean, aggressive towards Rainin Shi. The other girls, including Fern, Lil, Osmu, Polly, Aspen, and Prim, are followers of and guards for Targnis. They assist Targnis with healing tasks such as caring for Yonan Bo and gathering supplies. Shu's behavior includes speaking to Rainin Shi in a mocking tone, telling her to shut up and walk, stamping at her, telling her not to worry about identifying herbs, glaring at her using insults. Shu also shown to be upset that Targnis is showing Rainin Shi secrets. She huffs at Targnis ordering orders involving Rainin Shi. Rainin Shi is initially unaffected by Shu's meanness, but becomes embarrassed and taken aback. She tries to avoid Shu, but eventually decides that she has had enough and can no longer take it, cowering down to Shu. Rainin Shi starts to stand up to Shu, calling her cruel and arguing with her. She wants to hit Shu and believes she would have beaten her if she had her staff at the time. Tyra suggests that she's honest honesty stems from jealousy. She believes that Shu is still upset with Ngora, calling off their plans in union years ago, and that she is jealous of Rainin Shi because she has taken Targnis's time as well and Nikora's attention. Tywir. Tywir is a guard from the great city and becomes a loyal companion to Yonan Bo and the others during the journey. Guards undergo round training and are then trained to a specific field or job that they will have for their life. Most guards are young, unmarried men. Charged to go on the journey with Yonan Bo, he assisted them during a difficult climb up Big Mountain. He helped with particular tasks like preparing food. As a guard, Tyrer takes his job very seriously and is skilled at observation. He learns how to blend in and overlook to gather information while standing guard. Yanabo asks Tyra to watch the Watcher people and report everything he learns as he recognizes Tyra's ability to find things out because nothing gets past him, and no one would suspect him as he just acts like a guard. He noted Rainin Shi's going to Targnus and Kino Lo's going to Nikora. He believed that there was a rift between them, Targus and Nikora. He learned about the planned union between Nikora and Shu from overhearing others and believed Shu's meanness towards Rainin Shi stems from jealousy over Nikora and Targnus' attention. He overheard Targnus' girls talking about Shu's anger at Targnus, showing Rainin Shi's secrets. He thought Targnus might be doing weird things and could be evil, agreeing with Kino Lo's earlier assessment. However, he admitted that he didn't fully understand what Targnus or Nikora were up to. Tyra was present during Yanabo's visions and recovery. He learns to help Rainin Shi in preparing the teas needed after the visions. Rainin Shi's long-held vow to become the best healer, a goal she's actively pursued by learning from Targnus of the Watcher people and incorporating the knowledge into her practices in the great city. She possesses unique and critical knowledge, how to make the potential seer test mixer. This knowledge is essential for Yanbo's ability to enter into deep visions to uncover the past and the future. Her role preparing and administering this mixture and caring for Yonan Bo during and after his visions is central function. In love with Nikora. This relationship creates a significant internal conflict for her. She is torn between her decisions to care for Yonan Bo and become the best healer of the great city, and that of her love for Nikora and his people. Kaimuri seems to expect Rainin Shi to remain and assist with tasks, asking her to hunt for Rosella High, suggesting her healing skills and unique knowledge and the resources she brought back with her are valuable in the great city, potentially pulling her back or creating a conflict of her stated intentions to have left. Will she go or will she stay? Next up, we'll spend some time getting to know Nikora of the Watcher people. I'll share insights and details into what life is like at the Watcher people's campsite, a wondrous village in the trees. Be sure to subscribe, set the notifications on. The next video explores additional places set inside the world of Yonan Bo. I'll give a signed copy of Book 2, along with an exclusive Yonan Bo book bag, to the first person to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. Tell me if you think Rainin Shi will leave with Nikora, or will she stay at the great city with Yonan Bo? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.